Szevasztok, ismét Gábor vagyok, és a TechBaratot nézitek. Elérkeztünk a Back to the Future-nek az 5. záró epizódjához. Kicsit azt gondolhatjátok, hogy ez már el lett nyújtva, mint a rétes tészta, maga a sztori. Az első pár alkalom valóban még jó volt. Az utolsó 2, illetve ezt még ugye nem ismerem, hogy itt milyen történések fognak zajlani, vagy lesznek. Talán már egy picit azért ilyen lerágott csont érzése van az embernek, na mindegy. De hát izgatottan várom, hiszen ugye ezelőtt a rész előtt az történt, hogy ugye visszamentünk az időbe, időáramkörök elromlottak, és az Emmetet ugye arra az útra kellett terelni, hogy az Ednával ne foglalkozzon, Edna kiábrándult belőle, de a végén valahogyan az öreg Doki, tehát az idősebbik, tehát a Doki kocsikázott Ednával, lehet, hogy le is durrantotta őt Edna, nem tudom, és hát most meglátjuk, hogy mi történik. Valószínű, gyanítom, hogy most egy kicsit az idősebbiknek a fejét, aki majd ugye az előzetes alapján, mint kiderült, 1-1 a Barcelona, nem javára, csak közben hogy elmondom, mert ugye az előző élő közvetítés az a Red Alert volt, és a Barca Atletico meccsében most megy, és most gyorsan félszemben megnézem, ahogyan micsoda gyönyörű gólt fog mindjárt valaki lőni. Boom! Azaz, kilőtte. Szerintem ez a Messi? Hát természetesen a Messi volt, ez az, hajrá, Barcelona. Na szóval, bocsánat, az intermedzóért. Szóval ott tartunk a Back to the Future, és hát, hát nézzük, és akkor új játék, megy minden, megy a capture, jól van, oké. Mutassa a tippeket, vagy a célokat, na.
Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Hey, ez mit mondjak? Hagytál aludni?
I tried to give you a nudge before I left, but you were practically comatose. How long has it been since you slept?
Aside from being knocked unconscious, I'm not really sure.
Anyway, I left you back at the lab to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But...
Oh. Jó, hát Ednával ugye már rosszban vagyunk, tehát ez oké. Hát akkor menjünk az expóra, izével, az akkumulátorral, a világítós aksival. Nézd, de majdnem az öreg. Na hát itt van, tessék, kimosva az agyát a hülye vém. Nem vém, mert itt jól néz ki.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Hát megjavítottad az áramkör, az lenne a feladatod, az egyetlen feladatod.
I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Ja, tehát nem kell, hogy igen, tehát hogy vagy Frankenstein, vagy valamilyen lökés kellett neki ahhoz, hogy...
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc.
It was science.
Hát de
You
neked
can't
ott...
give up
Ja.
science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Az remek.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too
Így
committed.
van.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
A kis rohadék, meg az öreg is, menjen más újba.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She
Hey,
used my
John.
science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No. Ah! What the hell? Where'd it go?
Nem, eltűnt. Kapd el egy statikus akkumulátorát. Hát hol van az akkumulátor? Ott van.
Oh, come on.
Befaszom, ez milyen... Most az akkumulátor, hogy valami ilyen... önjáró... Az se rossz mondjuk. Hopp. Mász fel a lámpaoszlopra, na. Csak köztet kitöröd még a nyakad is. Jú.
Gotcha.
Ez az. Húha! Na szóval. Azt mondja, hogy...
Future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand.
Na, itt van ez a...
It's a mystic futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. A world of wonders wander on
Na.
display.
Hát nagy expóról nem lesz beszélni, van 5 darab stand kb, de hát... Na, mégis Hill Valley életében ez is egy nagy dolog, meg főleg... Hogy 1932-t írunk már talán.
I found a loophole. What kind of loophole? Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know. All right, all right. Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth? Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming.
Tök jó, még zenét is írtak hozzá, meg megint... Tök jó megcsináltak ezt a játékot. Kár, hogy kevés ilyen játék van, mert legalábbis nem nagyon hallani ilyesmikről. Aminek ilyen sztoria is van, vannak benne ilyen tökre életszerű, szóval nem csak az van, hogy megyünk, lövünk, mindenkit szétaprítunk és vége, hanem vannak benne tök emberi dolgok is.
And here he comes, right
Na,
on cue.
kellett
No
itt
doubt he'll
takarodj
try to talk
innét.
you out of it, detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
Where's
Hol van
Emmett?
Emmett?
Is he missing?
Don't you recognize a ploy when you see one? Now, do your duty.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's
mi ez?
levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my
Kettő egy lesz a
project to
Barcelonának.
create this clear
Közben
hazard
nézzetek
to
meg.
public safety.
Emmett választotta a
Electrokinetic
saját
levitator was
útját.
Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist, a foreign agitator bent on sowing
Azt hittem, hogy
chaos and
lebuktatja, de nem,
destruction in the
Jakov
Hill Valley Expo.
Smirnov.
Andy, you don't believe any of this bullshit,
Igen,
do
tényleg
you?
olyan szlábbeütése van, nem? Tehát az arcvonása is szeplő, a vörös haj,
Very
és
good.
persze.
And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here.
Na igen. Az én bemondásom működik, tehát, hogy én úgy gondolom, hogy te raboltál meg, te egy rossz ember vagy gyúszító, tartóztass el. Jó, már is.
But Emmett's
Hány
gotta
bilincset
fly
kér
that
rá?
electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well,
I'll dig something up.
you do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett.
Na, közben meg elvették a Barcelona gólját. Tök jó. Tehát Emmettet meg kell találni, meg Ednát be kéne sorozni. Mindegy kell. Na, Trixie. Szávasz, Trixie, hol van
Hi,
Emmet?
Trixie.
That's Techni to you, kiddo.
Azt faszát.
Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Egy vagy.
Thanks. Justice
Na jó, nem
triumphs
emlékezz, vagy
in the
bár
end,
énekes
you know?
lehetett.
Now what can I do you for?
Riherongy. Na, hát hol van
Seen
Emmet?
Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or
Na,
something?
most megint vezetni fog a Barcelona.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself.
Jacques
Plus, you
Duteau.
need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Kéne jegy, adjál már jegyet.
Put your money away. Here.
Ne
Feel
basz.
like family now, you know?
Nem is keveset. Az igen.
Thanks.
Na jó, meg vagyunk vesztegetve. Na. Hát, többé nem érdekel.
Happy to
Emmettet
help.
nem látta, illetve azt tudjuk, hogy a... Cserepes
A potted
virág.
plant. What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
Hoppá.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Persze, meg hogyha Balatai gyárkőménynek klotgatyája lett volna, akkor lett volna a
Speak of the
nagyapám.
devil.
Hát nem,
where
titeket
were we?
nem kérdezlek meg. Kiket tudunk megkérdezni? Kérdezzük meg a Jacques Cousteau-t. Cousteau.
Excuse
az
me,
van nekem.
Mr.
Duteau, Jacques Duteau, at your service.
Jacques Duteau. Látta? Nem.
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
Distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the house of
Oh,
Great,
kösz.
thanks.
Üvegház, melyik az üvegház? Ott, arra...
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him.
Hideg volt itt. Hát már napok óta nem voltam itthon, és kicsit kihűlt a lakás, most ugye nem fogok addig fűteni. Hát bemegyünk az üvegházba, aztán kirángatjuk onnan.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
Gondolom hangszigeteltű.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass.
Persze.
Great.
Mi más?
Our
Na.
space can be configured to meet the needs of any family.
Azért szeretnék egy ilyen házban lenni, nem? Tehát ilyen hatalmas nagy panelok, és így elhúzod a falat, és akkor lesz egy új szoba. Tehát igaz, hogy fateros röhtyínim lépen, nem baj, hát én most egy izét. A nappal egy kicsit ki akarom bővíteni. Hogy fater? Kell most egy kis hely. Na. Hát itt ezt most itt tologassuk. Azt is. Ögy. Így, gyere. Mondom, gyere. Így. Jó, ezt visszahúzzuk. He? Miért nem tudom? Ezt a kéket kéne elhúznom. Ja, itt mentek egyet, mert itt olvastam, hogy hogy itt vannak ám ilyen bugok. Ebben a kis házikóban. De nem, pedig a sárgát toljuk vissza. Hát toljuk vissza a sárgát. Ügy. De nem bezárni kéne maga... Ó, bazd. Jó, oké.
I'll bet I can get all the way down to the other side of the glass house now.
Aha, te csak ne fogadjál olyanra, mert... Igen, és akkor azt most ki kéne tudnunk nyitni, elvileg. Zsír. Ez. Bazd. Azt a rohadék. Hát így beütött a bogarat a fülébe. Fú. Hú, pofán verem azt a nőt. Na gyerünk, azt mondja, hogy... Na, kimész még ma? Úgy. Ott lesz a izé, a Jacques Cousteau most jött fel a izé mögül. Láttátok? Vagy csak izé? Na mindegy, vagy mindjárt. Jó, nem érdekel. Ja, hogy most, aha. Hát hál' Istennek mondjuk az Emmet az utolsó, úgyhogy ez... Itt van egy ilyen virág. Ezt elemeljük, és akkor izé... Aha, ez az. Beleavatkozom a Emmet bemutatójába. Mik vannak itt? Konzol. Na mi a piros gomb?
Ah, it's wax.
Mi van még? Zöld gomb. Hát a fradista vagyok, ha az zöld, ez nem lehet rossz. Hoppá!
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Farewell. Nagyon nézzük meg a kék gombot. Hát itt tudunk telefonálni.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Hát akkor ennyi volt. Ott van egy telefonfülke, ezt már az előbb is kiszúrtam. Innen is tudunk fölhívjuk a házat.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free.
Ez Atlas minden gyárt, olyan, mint az Arrow márka a metróban. K4253.
I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Hát akkor nagyon jó, hát akkor felhívjuk. De ha már itt van nálunk ezt a virágot nem tudjuk most így kicserélni. Mert ugye felvettük ezt a cserpes rudit, és ide... Na, nem. Dehogy nem, mindjárt kicseréli, figyeljetek. Na, hát a rendi éberőről ennyit. Nem érdekel a következő. Na. Nem tudom még azzal a virággal mit fogunk csinálni. Valamit biztos föl fogunk venni. Na. Jó, az nem érdekel. Na, nyomjad a zöld gombot. Most hívjuk fel a izét. Most elvileg... Csak nem tudom, mit fogunk csinálni. Most beszélünk valakivel, telefonon kivel. Aha, ott telefonfülke, na jó. Hát nem vele kéne, meg itt tudom. Valaki. Kárszégem.
This is Carl Sagan.
The mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Ednával, nagy... 3-1 lesz, király! Hajrá, Barcelona!
Mr. Sagan? Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Our plan.
Ez az, na most kikocs. Basszus, a virágot! Beszél a tervéről. Be kéne mocskol. A sötét titkára. Na, milyen titka van? Hát, ha van valami titka.
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me.
Beszarok, megint visszavonták a izét. Hát ilyet.
So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Akkor oda berakjuk a izét, a felvevőt, ezt a virágot.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Fölhívjuk megint, fölvesszük, és utána odaadjuk a Parker rendőrnek. Micsoda terv, csak még az emetet nem tudjuk, bár mondjuk oda megyünk majd hozzá a Kusztóhoz. Custom kapitány. Na gyerünk, menjél már ki. Közben a Barcelona már 2 darab gólt is elvettek, amúgy a második az tök jogos volt, igazából az első is szerintem nem kezdett a Messi, de mindegy, tehát és így most 2-1 a 4-1 helyett. Na. Még mindig nekünk természetesen, de na hát így szoros. Na, akkor visszamegyünk a házba, úgy. Jó, oké, kösz. Na.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speak.
Nem, Carl Sagan vagyok, igen.
Hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan, you really have to stop calling me like this. I've got to keep all of my attention on Detective Parker.
Yes, of course.
És így beszél, hogy összeáll között a foga. Na.
I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Na gyerünk. The future is coming. Na, vedd ki ezt a virágot azt adjuk oda a zsarolnak. Jó, akkor Ednát igazából... Az király, jó. Na, a szöveg most nem érdekel.
Oh, hello, Smirnov.
Ne, hello, Smirnovozzál mindjárt Mr. Csába.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery on the record.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am.
Nem lehet manipulált, hiszen a saját rendőrségnek a saját eszközével lett fölvéve. Szopó. Így van.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop following that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth?
Hát lebonthatjuk persze.
Let's take that as a yes. Okay, Doc. Where have you taken Emmett now?
Ha ott lesz a kusztó, tuti, hogy a kusztó Jó, nem érdekel. Parker rendőr most nincs. hát ugye végig emet került most a következő bemutató. Ott vagy, te vagy az.
Excuse me,
Fogadjunk.
sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about.
Beszarok, és tényleg az.
Just left about a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch that.
Nem, már 11-es kap az Atletico. Hát itt van, ez az. Tehát 2 meg nem adott gól, és akkor most 11-es kap az a tetű Atletico Madrid. Remélem, hogy kihagyjátok. Na. Tudom ki maga. Persze, hogy kiegyenítenek. A Isten verje meg.
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with Emmett?
Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand.
támadom,
He's
mert-
kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that
That
is?
won't be
That's
necessary.
Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
És nem tudok izé.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you...
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
Nem tudok izé.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hát van jegyem.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Hát ott az akvárium beléptetőjét. Ott bedugom egyet és
Here's
bemegyek.
my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Ez ugye nem megfelelő jegy, bázzeg. Na mindjárt szólunk. Te vagy a rendező.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Ez az.
This
Nem
ticket
fogadja el a
should get
jegyem.
me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure. That's a
Sure.
P-ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere.
Please. And I will raise the bathysphere.
Mon Dieu! What is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
Ó, persze, kamuzzál még.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere exhibit is currently closed for repair.
Uvergömcső. Mit tudok ezzel a csővel csinálni? Jó, hát... Igen. Jó, és kicsit Emmet jön. Fú, bazzeg. Hát, parkodni kéne. Hát mit tudom? Ez a levegő... És ugye Emmet benn van a izében, ugye nem kap levegőt, akkor ugye megfullad. Ez az...
Oh, sorry.
Ha maradjál rajta, szép, lépje csak.
It's an old nautical superstition. A crimped horse means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not. I command you, uncrimp that hose!
Funny. You'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it!
Then neither will I.
Azaz. Hát igazából Mártának már tök mindegy, tehát ugye...
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Tessék.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true. Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
De hát tudós, persze, csak
What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on.
Előkapta a farzsebéből azt a baszott nagy statikus akkumulátort. Végül is.
And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? This wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
Don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown!
Objection!
Ez ki a pöcs?
Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Letter Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of
De tudod, például már lebok. Hát mert volt a izéje, az összeveszése, nem? Hogy várjál? De volt, persze, mert ugye elkapták a Kárszégent, és... Vagy a... Tenant.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Maybe Emmett would come out from wherever it is he's hiding if you tried the reasonable approach.
This is the reasonable approach.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not gonna say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Ah, hát jó.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. Fear!
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Hát pedig valahogy kéne, vagy nem tudom, ki kéne neked békíteni, nem?
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
Most akkor megkérjük, hogy hallgassa meg.
Is your client prepared to make a statement?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Már közben kikap a Barcelona, mert persze fordított az Atletico Madrid 3-2-re. És akkor, ha ott van az a két meg nem adott gól, még mindig 4-3-ra vezetne. Tök jó. De hát persze Madridnak ugye a bírók szeretnek kedvezni, akármelyik Madridról is legyen szó.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
a fenébe.
At least give it a shot.
Na, ez az! Békülés. Aztán egymás nyakába borulhattak, ez kész.
All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young.
Nem így kéne megbeszélni dolgokat, de mindegy, hát ez is egy sajátos formája.
So great and so powerful that they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop
Ó, bazzeg.
This is America, Pop.
Hát oké. Ez nem fog ismerni semmi.
Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Emmett's just...
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay. But if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
A fenében lefújták a meccset, fasza. Kapja be az Atletico Madrid, még minden Atletico Madridos. Na.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Persze.
Sure. Sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the
Na hát akkor ugyanabban, tehát akkor megérthetné ez a hülye majom, hogy hát most ugyanabban a hajóban neveznek tulajdonképpen, amiben annó ő meg az apja, most ő meg a fia, hát...
Emmett, here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
Ussolj már.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
No.
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Oh, na végre.
You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator. Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Na. Ez az! Na mi van, hülye gyerek? Ő is egy hülye vén majom. Hát igen, elég instabilan mozog, meg lötyög még, nézd meg. Nem szívesen repülnék mondjuk hosszabb utat egy ilyen repülőgéppel, ami így megy, de hát na, kezdetnek nem rossz. Ne az. Ne az. Mi az Edna? Nem áll.
You okay?
I thought I could change. Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Ne.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Marty!
Oh my god! Doc!
Az kemény.
Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium.
De hogy miért tűnik el? De ott van a fiatalemet. Ja, mert így azzal az autó... Tehát így most az autó az eltűnt, és igazából így ő nem lehetne, de hát akkor a Martinak is...
Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go. Doc, come back.
Hát ez most az Emmet... Hát ő itt van, tehát ő most nem fogja felfedezni az időgépet, vagy ezt nem értem.
Doc?
De hagyjadok ki ez a izé. Ja.
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Damn it. Is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size would play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic currents simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
And you're not discouraged?
Discouraged? By what? You mean what happened in there? Oh, that was a learning experience. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Na most elmondjuk neki, vagy...
Okay, here goes.
De most elmondja neki, hogy izé föltalálja... Lehet, hogy most meg... Aha. Jaj, nem nyithat... Mondom, nem olvashatja el.
But you've got to promise me. Don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett?
Just promise.
Emmett, where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop.
De nem értem, ez egy cikk arról, hogy megkapta a város...
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
Az idősebb Emmett Brown volt.
Guarantee it.
Kapta a város kulcsát. Nem értem. Nem mindegy, hát majd csak összeáll a kép. Menj be a fortárhoz. Ugye el fog izé felekelni. Hát most akkor mi a... Na! Visszajött a izé, a tyúk.
Yeah, it worked.
Ez a doki. És izé, van nagy haja meg... Miért?
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? Dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
It wasn't.
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my... Where is he? Where's that no good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name.
Ez me.
You seen my Artie anywhere? Artie McFly? That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it? Hitched?
Ne.
Married. I swear.
Jaj, akkor ez volt az a kiskapu, ami miatt
So that's how she got her job back.
Igen.
Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
That car!
Oh, great.
Ó, bazd. Igen, mert ő meg ezt
How the hell did she get back here?
üldözte. De hol van a...
She?
You? You're not Edna.
Hát nem úgy néz ki ezek. Micsoda rendőr, rájött, hogy nem Edna.
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott! Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Na nem bassz.
Uh-oh.
Ne. Ó, bakker.
Doc?
De...
Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
Hill Valley, de hogy a tökbe... Mi Edna?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Nem alakult meg Hill Valley, vagy mi? Vagy Edna megszüntette Hill Valley-t?
Well, now you two look mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us.
Hol van Hill
Hill
Valley?
Valley. Well, which is it, a hill or a valley? No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley. Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
What happened in Hill Valley? Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then, whatever it was, it must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary. Scary Mary? Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county and throws them away.
Say, if there's anybody
És
who can tell you
Méri
what happened
névem.
in Hill Valley,
Bazzeg.
it's her.
A kis,
Can you
fú,
direct us to her?
most már nagyon a bögyönben van, és tuti, hogy remélem pofán veri valaki.
Fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you. I think she'll talk to me. I'm pretty good with women. The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite, please. You gotta see her. Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there. Can I drive?
Mary Pickford.
Ne bassz. Ne, ott... Azt a kurva. Hát akkor az már jó régen lehetett. Dolorén megette már Ugye még a rozsda az nem ehetné meg, mert rozsdamentes acélból készült. De nyilván minden más alkatrészt simán be tud nőni a gaz. Az kemény.
Intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley.
Yeah.
Just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Ó, szegény.
I hate to see it like this.
Ja.
I wonder what's cooking. I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things. Ouch! I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use.
Na, az mire lesz jó? Budi? Hát budi nem kell. Jó. Hát hívjuk ki megint akkor.
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
Yakov Smirnov.
That's a foolish name. And I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
Ó, bazzeg, nem áll.
We're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You
Interjút
interviewed me
készít.
once, back when you were young.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget.
Ja.
We're gonna pry
Igen,
out.
ez
Go ahead,
jogos.
knock
Csak
on the
ez...
door again.
Fú, bazzeg, ez így hosszú lesz.
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
Mi ez? Mi történt? Ja, bocsánat, valami kilépett egy pillanatra. Lehet, hogy most egy fél töredék másodpercre nem láttok semmit. Megmentettem az életét? Mikor mentettem meg? Nem mentettem meg.
You tried to have me arrested once, a long time ago. Remember?
How many times I gotta tell ya? I don't talk about any time but today!
Hát akkor
Spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th.
Október 13-án született a kisebbik unokaöcsém. Isten éltesse a kisebbik Dánielt.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Mit hoztam neki? Ja, ott a doki. A doki.
I brought you him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
Carl Sagan.
Sure, you remember him. Carl Sagan. The guy you framed as the speakeasy arsonist.
Speakeasy? Arson? That's complete gibberish, Sonny. Whatever you're talking about's got nothing to do with me. I never involve myself in such criminal shenanigans. Still, his features remind me of someone.
Akkor Emmett Brown.
Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is! It's October 13th, 1931! Oh, and you are Emmett! Emmett! How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming or... Stay there!
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very...
Jó, csak valahogy meg kéne akkor is tudni, hogy... Ó, de szép. Hát nem Louis Vuitton öltöztetett, kérlek szépen. Úgy, persze igaz is, meg a zselét is be. Ó, de szép vagy.
Darling, you've come back!
Csak ne akarja lesmárolni, ne!
Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff.
You've never called me that. Something's wrong here.
Babyface.
Babyface.
That's not your pet name for me. Wait a minute. What's
Can I go?
going on?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Hát üldözött téged.
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Here's something that'll make you remember.
Remember what? I don't like to remember. Who are you? What are you doing in my yard, you hooligan?
No, Edna. No yarn.
What?
This is Emmett speaking. It's October 13th, 1931.
Yes.
And something's about to happen.
Oh yes, something big. But what?
Better not talk to her directly. It'll break the spell.
I hate to see it like this. This hat doesn't frame her face very well. An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
De mit kéne? Na nézzük meg a javaslatokat. Hát mit okozott a Parker rendőr? Hát, hogy letartóztatta őt.
Talk about a watering hole.
Hát gyújtsuk föl.
Don't upset her, Marty.
I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things.
Hát akkor beszéljünk a dokival.
Help me figure something out.
Yes?
I'll figure something out.
I'm sure you will.
Yes. Ó, bazd meg. Ah, tényleg, mert nálam van a virág. Bakker tényleg.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was trained.
Yes, sir.
He's after me. Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes.
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected?
Hát eltűnik, hogy így... Ja, na most fog eltűnni, vagy...
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Nem felgyújj. Ott azokat a izéket zörgetni kéne, mert lehet, hogy...
I'm being transported.
Where?
Back. Back to the past.
What do you see?
Hill Valley, but it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! his life.
Ja, Strickland a sheriff.
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No, I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter. I'm not even sure it is a man. This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Hát mi? A kaktuszból csináljunk? Mit csinálunk? Ez lesz mondjuk a haja.
It looks a bit like grandfather now, but he would never have walked around bareheaded.
Ja, hát ott a kalapunk, semmi gond.
Not bad.
Oh, grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century, and I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street. Lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him. Acting like a big shot. Throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil. A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Hát, most kéne fölgyújtani. Na várjál.
No, you're doing it all wrong. It'll never burn like that. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. This is beautiful! The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness! Burn, you sucker! Burn!
She was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it then? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were
Ja, hogy
pure.
ezért.
It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
Ezért tűnt el Hill Valley, mert fölgyújtott a kocsmát, vagy meg akart nyitni. És átterjedt a többi épületre. Az szép.
Did I lay it on too thick?
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Huh. Hill Valley destroyed by fire. Started approximately 2 a.m. July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan? You set me up for a fall. You and Smirnoff. You made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to... You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in the Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right? This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right. Much obliged.
Az igen. Na, akkor vissza kell repülni 76-ba, vagy mikor? 1876-ba.
There's Beauregard Tannen's happy saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
You'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back. You go through the front.
Got it. I'd better not get too close. I'd better not get too close.
A rohadék. Ez komolyan pirotomán basszák. Gyújtogat mindent. Először részét, zukkocsmát, most meg ezt.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard V. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! You shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us.
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out, unless somebody manages to disarm both of you at the same time.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
Dolores Miskin?
Ott van valami, az mi az?
Man, this thing is not light.
What kind of odds would you...
Tedd ide. Azt is tedd oda, hát valamit csak történik. Ezt is.
It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch.
Bakker. Várj, hogy ráállok a raklapra.
Not quite.
Maybe we can come to a more peaceable solution, Mr. Tannen.
Keep your distance, fancy pants. I don't know you from Adam, but that won't stop me from putting you in a box next to your crazy girlfriend.
I'm not his girlfriend.
Ha!
Not quite.
Ja, hogy rajta vannak azok. Aha. Akkor menjünk, hát nem tudjuk azokat a hordókat lepakolni. Hát pakoljuk le.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift. I wonder what's in these. Oh, stop! Quiet! God.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap! There goes all my pickled pig's feet.
Akkor most talán föl tudom emelni.
Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
Why are you so hellfired?
All right, physics.
Király, most a hordó ott van fönt, akkor azt meg... Az meg egyszerre eloltjuk majd a izét. Tehát ott oda megyünk. Nem tudunk oda menni? Én nem tudunk oda menni.
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't hear a noise. Say, that's a lovely chandelier you've got there, Tannen. Is it French?
French? Nah, I got it off a wagon that had the misfortune.
Ha valahogy ezt ki kéne... Hát tárgyunk az nincs. Ezt nem tud... Él az a padlódeszka.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see.
És akkor... Hát, gondolom elvágjuk a... kötelét a lámpának, vagy mi? Odaugrunk, vagy mi a fasz csinálunk?
The ammo's in place. Now to pull the trigger.
De hogy?
The ammo's in place. Now to pull the trigger. The sandbag's right over Tannen's head.
De hogy... Elvá...
Come on.
Got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
You first, lady.
Come on, you son of a...
Azaz!
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead. Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
Doc, she's gone.
Na, az elvitt az...
We gotta stop her before she hits 80 miles per hour. Come on!
Hát reméljük, hogy azt vitt el, nem pedig a...
Nothing to be worried about. You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, fudge!
What's she doing?
I think she's spouting euphemisms at us. Luckily, the road out of Hill Valley is still pretty rough in 1875. It's unlikely she'll manage to accelerate 88 miles an hour anytime soon.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. We can't risk injuring her or damaging the vehicle for fear of altering the timeline even further. Luckily, those diagnostic lights my alternate self put all over her DeLorean have given me an idea. Here, take these.
What are these?
Flux synchronization modules.
Flux
How do they
synchronization.
work?
I generally use them for maintenance purposes. We might be able to use them to sync up with the alternate DeLorean's diagnostic modules, thus making it possible to link both sets of time circuits and override the time destination of the alternate DeLorean. At least that's the theory.
Aha. Ja, csak azokat fel kell tenni azokra a szorokra.
I think.
Best of all, we won't need to weld the modules to the frame. We just snap them over the diagnostic lights.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed to do that?
Good question. Let me think. Aha!
A hoverboard!
Ne.
Saved our hides a few times before, so it seemed like the appropriate tool to bring along for the job.
Sweet!
You okay?
It's just like riding a bike.
You ready to make the jump?
Ready, Doc.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Whoa!
Nice form, Marty.
Látjuk a izé, fluxus...
Great. Where'd you get these?
From Burns cache of 21st century video game consoles. Now remember, all you've got to do is attach the fluxing modules to those diagnostic lights.
Will do, Doc.
Na, hát akkor egy.
Is this the starboard flux emitter?
Yes. Now plug in the flux sync.
Ja.
All right.
Nicely done. Now aim the sync toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here.
Hogy kell? Hogy... Nyilván... Hú, bazzeg. Ajaj. Basszus, hogy le... Nem áll... Ne. Ez az... Jó, király. Király?
Great. That's one flux sync down. 2 to go.
Csak észre ne vegyem. De észre fog venni. Bassz ne...
It's locked.
I can't sneak past the rearview mirror.
Is that one of the flux emitters?
Yes. Now plug in the flux sync.
I can't reach it from here.
Bazzeg, de hát most oda nem tudok menni. Várjál.
It's locked. It's locked. Mr. Fusion, should I disable it?
Leave it alone. It's not a good idea to monkey with nuclear reactors.
Végig az igaz.
It's locked.
Jó, hát ezt észre... Mi a szar tudok csinálni? Csomati vezető oldalán lévő. Ja, tehát egy előről? Bazzeg. Végül is gondoltam volna erre is. Oké. Szevasz, Danika! Hát lemaradtál, mert most már izé... eléggé a vége felé tartok. Ugye volt Red Alert is, ez egy óra volt, és ez... Ja, hát ez már olyan 9 óta kb. Megy, és szerintem ez már lassan a vége. Király, összetört a izéje. Na. Tehát akkor most...
Like crossing through normal flames.
Ja, ó, bazzeg.
Like crossing through normal flames.
Nem az... Így van, fölkerül majd YouTube-ra és vissza tudod nézni.
I'm okay, I'm okay.
Vissza kéne csukni, csukjad vissza. Nem tudom visszacsukni valamivel, bazzeg. Nem.
It's one of the flux emitters.
Don't cross those flames, they may be radioactive.
Not even like crossing through normal flames.
Jó. Hát akkor menjünk a de... Jó. Próbáljunk előről megkerülni. Hát nem, nincs más.
Careful, Marty.
Don't worry, I got it.
De nem tudok beletenni semmi. Mit tudok? Nincs semmi. Expo jegyeket, ezt nem tudom beletenni. És ott meg nem tudok átmenni. Hát... Várjál.
I can't reach it from here.
Hát fel kell mászni a tető. De hogy mászok fel a tetőre, bazd meg?
Like crossing through normal flames.
Oda nem tudok. Mr. Fusion, de nem tudok mit csinálni. Mi a szart tudok? Ablaktörlő. Nem azt le tudok szedni egy ablaktörlőt? Ó, ne bassz. Király. Na akkor most megyünk. Megkerüljük, ugye most betört a izéje, a visszapillantója a hülye picsának. Igazából az történt, hogy na mindegy, szóval amikor... Tehát... Na mindegy, vissza fogod nézni. Nem lőle a point. De most akkor ide tudunk menni. Ez az. Na. Ne rumáljál.
Nothing, Doc. Whoa!
Perfect! Now, aim the bucket!
Receiving dish, check!
Nem itt kell? Ez az. Ahogy jó hosszú az út, tehát igazából. Ajjaj, júj. Csak a... Ó, na.
Careful, Marty.
Don't worry, I got it.
De leengedte az ablakot, várjál. Na most... Oh. Jó.
Mr. Fusion!
Nem Mr. Fusion, hanem a...
I can't reach it from here. It's locked.
De le van engedve... Várjál, akkor menj oda.
Edna!
What?
Let me in!
You want in? Fine.
Marty, are you all right?
Not really.
What?
Pull over!
No.
Wow!
Ez az!
Excellent, Marty. Now that you're on top of the floor, attach the plug sync to the overhead plug emitter.
Great, Doc.
Nicely done. Now, aim the sync toward the receiving.
Hogy nem. Király, ez az!
That's it. Get out of there, Marty.
Phew. Now what?
Now we take control of Edward's DeLorean with the flux synchronizers. That's strange.
Mi a...
According to these readings, the temporal cohesion of Edward's DeLorean is decaying.
Ez mit jelent?
English, Doc.
We've got to get Edna home. Now. Hold on!
Ne. Pak. Be a rendőrizé police stationbe.
Parker? Then I must be back in... Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest, and being a general all-round pain in the ass.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the last century.
Would you look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
Drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are. Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll bring it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it! Unhand me, you dolt!
Jó, csak most ott marad akkor két autó.
Well, I guess that's it for Edna.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate.
Jaj, ez volt az, hogy tehát megszűnik magyarul. De azért kellett elhozni, mert megszűnt volna az a DeLorean.
What the hell? Hey, Parker, you're not gonna believe this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc, the timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Azt én is elvettem volna feleségül, bakker.
Harry, you missed all the fireworks at
Tehetséges.
the expo. Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Daddy took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
Then it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, are you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
Trixie, you can't marry Artie.
Is this about my past with Kid? 'Cause Artie ain't holding that against me.
That's right, darling. The past is the past.
Yeah, but... Artie, you can't do this. You're not supposed to get married for another 5 years.
Well, I know Trixie and I were taking things slow.
But after that witch Edna got me fired with that postcard, we kind of accelerated things a little.
The postcard? Oh, man. Can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
You didn't think my real name was Trixie Trotter, did ya?
Don't feel too bad. It was kind of a surprise to me, too.
Wait a minute, you're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and... Huh.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I
amazing
think
what
Oh my God.
she'll do for
I've
ya.
seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie. I'm sure he'll come around.
Come around to what?
To approving your marriage. You seem kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss Sylvie here.
Aw, thank you, Dad.
As for you, stranger, I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Callahan.
See ya in the funny papers, Harry.
Goodbye, Grandma.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
Here we are, back in good old 1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still going on. Hey, don't you want to stay, Doc? You gotta stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage
Oh.
You mean...
Ja, goed van Clara.
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great! Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Claire and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Strange. I can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual Earhart Brown Scholarship for Young Scientists? Something funny?
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you. Happy graduation.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family. From your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931 to look for her.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
This is great,
Buzz.
Thanks.
Most már értem.
For the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Brown!
Edna? Einie!
What's going on? What are you doing with my dog?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man. Giving him such much needed exercise.
Ne, megszerette a kutyákat.
Isn't that right, Einstein?
Hey, Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie. Oh, Mr. McFly, have you seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff! I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Ne, és egy börtön...
Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
Tehát azért ment vissza 31-ben, mert hogy ezt az albumot csinálta, és pont rossz helyen volt, így őt kapták el, ugye nem tudott visszajönni, és ebből indult az egész. És utána akárhogy próbáltuk meg kijavítani, ugye mindig valamiben belenyúltunk. De a jövőt illetően is. Beszarás. Ezért, Istenem.
Doc!
Marty, what are you doing here?
You gotta come with me. Back to the future.
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right. Bring him along too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott!
Jézusom.
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Don't listen to him, Doc. It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids. What? That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back.
How can there be 2 more of me here?
I have no idea. My own rights of space-time continuum should be tearing apart like a trap right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is the future is totally jacked up. And you gotta
Na, jött még egy baza.
No, me. So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or 3.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty? Come on.
Prepare to be erased. Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future? And mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Ja, hát ők is leszarják, és nem mennek sehova, éli tovább az életet, és elvileg akkor eltűnik mind a 3. Ez meg szerintem majd izés lesz a YouTube-on, úgyhogy most pofázni fogok közben, mert le fogják tiltani, vagy nem tudom mi. Na szóval, sőt lehet, hogy a desktop audiót azt kicsit halkabbra is veszem, vagy lenémítom. Azt hiszem, hát vagy izé, le tudom némítani? Nem tudom. De azt hiszem így le is némítom inkább, mert ez a biztos. Szevasz Iván! Hát van egy rossz hírem, pont a végére értél ide a Back to the Future játéknak. Hát ez 5 részből állt, 5-ször durván 2 óra, tehát azért 10 órát szépen végignyomtam ezzel a játékkal. Hát én azt gondolom, nem tudom, hogy ki ismerte már korábban ezt a játékot, szerintem aki ismerte a filmeket, illetve a trilógiát, én azt szerintem méltó kiegészítés, vagy egy ilyen plusz szála volt maguknak a filmeknek. Szerintem tök jól megcsináltak, itt nyilván itt nem a grafikán volt a hangsúly, hanem a különböző logikai feladványokon, a szövegeken, voltak benne tök jó poénok amúgy, meg maga a sztori az amúgy ugyanúgy tök jó ki volt találva. Talán az 5 rész kicsit sok volt, kicsit sokat csavartak rajta, de összességében ugyanúgy összeállt a kép, ahogy mondjuk a filmben ugye a 3 rész során, tehát egy egészt alkotott. Ez 5 rész, és simán szerintem ez is hozta azt, amit a film. Nyilván kicsit másképp, meg azért nem lehet überelni az első 3 részt, tehát magát a filmet, de szerintem barom jó. Tehát tök jó volt, és hát igazából abból alakult ki az egész, hogy a doki meglepetésből akar gyűjteni a McFly családról különböző fotókat, stb. A Marty számára, és egy ilyen véletlen folytán 31-ben ott ragadt, mert rossz helyen volt rossz időben, ugye bekavart az idővonalba, nem jutott vissza a jelenbe, és akkor így Marty ugye segítségre sietett, és akkor megmentette, de akkor közben beleszóltak a nagyfaterjának az idővonalába, aztán a Tenenébe, utána a Dokiéba és az Ednával való kapcsolatába, és hát ugye ebből jöttek a bonyodalmak, úgyhogy szerintem tök jó játék volt, és most, hogy vége van, lesz majd egy hát hogy is, tehát ugye ehelyett a játék helyett nyilván egy valamilyen másik játékot fogok elkezdeni, még most ötletem nincsen, gondolkodni fogok rajta, illetve Facebookon majd kiírok egy szavazást, ahol ti is szavazhatok majd bármilyen játékra, kivéve ilyen gyilkolós, horroros, sötétben mászkálós, ilyen rémizgetős dolgot, azt meghagyom a VR-osoknak, mert mindig olyanok játszanak, úgyhogy lehet majd szavazni, ugye Red Alertet is hamarosan be fogom fejezni, abból még azért van egy pár game, az meg a retro vonal, ugye most van egy retro játék és egy nem retro, ami nem jelenti azt, hogy a második játék nem lehet szintén egy retro, mármint ehelyett, de a Red Alert helyett mindenképpen egy retrót szeretnék majd, hogy mindenki örömét meg kedvét lelje a játékokban. Tehát esetleg aki nosztalgiázni szeretne, az is megteheti majd. No, a zene az még mindig szól, úgyhogy még azért nem adtam rá vissza a hangot, de ezt nem mindjárt visszafogom. És úgyhogy azt mondom, hogy kattintok egyet, nem kattint. Ó, jó, ez is csöndesült. Oké. Úgyhogy... folytatása következik. Ez érdekes, mert én nem tudok amúgy folytatásról, de hogy jó lenne, hogyha lenne folytatása. Nem tudom, hogy ti mennyire örülnétek neki. Én tök kíváncsi lennék, de ha jól tudom, a Telltale nem gyártott több vissza a jövőbe játékot, sajnos. Úgyhogy hát ennyi volt a visszajövőbe 5. epizódja, és egyben a záró epizódja is. Szerintem voltak benne fordulatok is, meg bénáztam is egy kicsit, így van. Egyetértek veled, Dick. És hát hamarosan akkor lesz szavazás majd a következő játékról Facebookon, figyeljétek majd a Facebookot, és ott saját játékot is tudtok nevezni, tehát nem csak azokra lehet majd szavazatot adni, amit én majd megjelölök, hanem plusz opciót is hozzá lehet majd adni. Ahogy mondtam, még a közvetítés elején, de talán az még a Red Alertnek az elején volt, még a következő másfél hét az egy kicsit így a live-ok szempontjából kicsit bizonytalan, mert bizonyos okokból most nem sokat vagyok itthon és így a stúdió közelében, és ahol meg vagyok, ott meg hát ilyen fapados módon talán tudok majd élőt csinálni, de inkább nem, viszont pár alkalommal azért a következő másfél hétben leszek itthon is, tehát ingázni fogok Budapest meg vidék között, családi okok, mindegy, és de jövő hét végétől kezdve ismét beindul majd a live özön. Addig is lesz 1-2, mert azért leszek itt is, de nem olyan sűrűn sajnos. Videók meg tesztek, illetve maguk a játékok meg fölkerülnek folyamatosan YouTube-ra, tehát azok elő vannak készítve, úgyhogy a YouTube csatornán folyamatosan látni fogjátok majd az újabb és újabb tartalmakat, úgyhogy azt is kövessétek meg, iratkozzatok föl. Nem sokára elérjük az 1000 feliratkozót, és akkor lesz sorsolás, egy gimbalt fogunk kisorsolni, a Beyond Sky iMind gimbalt, úgyhogy arról van is tesztünk YouTube-ban, azt nézzétek meg, és egy szerintem elég értékes gimbalról van szó, közel 20 000 forintos, ha más nem, akkor eladjátok jófogáson, ahogy a reklámban is szerepel, és akkor majd örülhettek neki. Úgyhogy buzdítsatok mindenkit arra, hogy iratkozzon föl, ha ti is megtettétek ezt, akkor ugye minél hamarabb meg lesz az 1000 feliratkozónk, annál hamarabb jön a sorsolás, és akkor nektek is esélyetek van arra, hogy kisorsoljunk, vagy kihúzzunk titeket, vagy hát nyilván egyikőtöket. No, még egyszer köszönöm szépen, akik az élőt nézték, azoknak is a figyelmet, illetve a YouTube-ról ide tévedt embereket, illetve nem tévedt, hanem a YouTube-os nézőinket. Remélem tetszett, nekem amúgy baromira. Maradjatok velünk, hamarosan folytatjuk élőadásokkal, a következő másfél hétben egy kicsit ritkábban, de utána csapatni fogjuk, és természetesen tesztekkel is, meg hát remélem, hogy dolgozunk azon, hogy még több gyártóval tudjunk együttműködni, és ne csak egy bizonyos gyártótól, vagy egy-két forgalmazótól lássatok termékeket, hanem minél változatosabb palettát tudjunk nektek bemutatni. No, köszönöm még egyszer mindenkinek, kellemes estét, vagy szép napot, ki mikor fogja ezt visszanézni, az élő adás nézőjének is köszönöm a figyelmet, jót szakát, sziasztok!